What's up with it? My name is Mac Maul. I'm from the crest side of Vallejo, California. I've been rapping for many moons. I made my first record at 16 in 1993. It was called Illegal Business. It's what some will call a Bay Area, classic. I've been rapping in the game for 20 years, you know what I mean? Dropped many records. Tupac directed my first video. Also, Mac Dre, you know what I mean? Is from my neighborhood, and I worked close with him for many years, all the way up to his death. My relationship with Pac at that time was real cool. He was like a big brother to me. Like my cutty Mac Dre, you know what I mean? He was in jail at the time, along with Kilo Kurt and Jay Diggs and a lot of other, my big brothers from the crest side, my cutties, you feel me? And Pac came at a time, where I kind of needed him. He was the biggest rapper in the world at that time, and he really basically put me under his wing, and helped guide my career, give me a lot of game, and just look out for me. He was like the big cutty. Mac Dre, my relationship with Mac Dre was that of a big little brother. You feel me? He's from my neighborhood, the Country Club Crest. He's a second generation Mac. I'm a third generation Mac. The first generation is Michael Robinson, the Mac. He was one of the cats who was the first to come out with a record from my neighborhood, as well as be, a cutty from the neighborhood. Dre, was like my big brother, you know what I mean? He recorded my first demo ever in life. Some of my first concerts ever seen was him at the Boys Club, where I would later, touch the stage for the first time. You know what I mean? Like, he recorded my first demo, like I said, with his beats, his original beats, because Dre was also a producer. The Romper Room, his whole crew, was like my big brothers. We all from the same from the same neighborhood. We go back from not even the Sandbox to the we go back not only to the Sandbox, but we go back to the to the cradle. You feel me? So that's how we rock. Man, I've been rapping ever since I was 8 years old. You know what I mean? I've been rapping, man, over 20 years. You feel me? I professionally 20 years, 'cause that's when I made my first record. But I was rapping way before that. You know what I mean? For real. I remember, man, 8 years old. I remember my first tape that I got. My first 2 tapes was Houdini's, Fat Boys, and I also got I forgot about that. I also got the Melly Mel. And that Melly Mel really touched me in a way where it was like, man, this is what I want to do. You feel me? I love this music. I love this. I want to spit game like this. You feel me? I serve flavor just like a good cook. Grab a mic, get ill at a party. Rap so good, I send chills to your body. Well, first, I was just writing raps, and we would rap along to music, you know what I mean, on the radio or instrumental, or one of them, DJ Cease, he was a big part of just Crest music and, Bay Area hip hop, because he was the DJs for some of the biggest cats out here, such as me, such as Mac Dre, such as Ray Love, such as the Mac. You know what I mean? He did stuff with Into Deep. He basically looked out for a lot of Vallejo talent. You know what I mean? And it was like, I remember, hearing him, and he would just play a beat, and he would let dudes get on the mic, such as Dre, such as Coolio. I was too young then, but I would want to get on the mic. Later in life, I would be able to, but you would just rap, and people would say, man, rap for me. You know what I mean? In the hood, because I used to stutter a lot, but the only time I didn't stutter is when I rapped and when I cussed. You feel me? So it was like, cats are, man, come here, rap, bust a rap right quick. So I do my thing, and I remember one time it was like at the Boys Club. This is the spot where I done seen Mac Dre, like, man, just rip it. You feel me? To the point where it was like we didn't even need Run DMC or LL Cool J or nothing like that, because we had like these cats, and we would see them at the Boys Club doing concerts. You know what I mean? So I remember it was this one time, my OG partner Freaky D from the Romper Room, shout out Freaky D, you know what I mean? We all in the party, Mac Dre just got through killing it or whatever, and Freaky D, he see me in the crowd, and I'm just like looking, because he know I want to get on the mic. he know I do, and he see me in the crowd looking. But like I say, man, I'm a youngster. You know what I mean? I'm just a youngster who spit raps. I'm like, you know what I mean? 14. You feel me? Like, man, you know, you ain't finna just do that. He looking cool. He talking to girls, and he just spotted me. Maul, come here. I come. He like, hold on. He go to DJ Cease, and he asked DJ Cease if I can rap. DJ Cease say yeah. Like, you know what I mean? And man, that was like the coach calling you in. You know what I mean? And this is like, you know, the last seconds of the game, and you can make the game winning shot. That's how that felt. You feel me? He called me in. You know what I mean? And I'm more juiced than nervous. I can't even front. I'm like, I'm juiced. Like, man, okay, I've been waiting on this, man. And I get up there, and I remember just like getting up there and busting that rap. You feel me? And starting. And I remember people like looking, and I could just tell, I could just see their faces change from, man, you know, what is Maul doing up there, man? That's Maul from the Cesspool, man. What are you doing up there? You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It was like from there, you know, I was like, man, I didn't want to, I knew what I wanted to do. That along with rocking with Ray Love, you feel me? Because Ray Love was a big part of my rap career too. Because before Tupac, there was Ray Love, you know what I mean? Because Dre and them was in jail. Ray was big. He had just made Get Your Money On, you know what I mean? He was touring all over, doing remixes with En Vogue and Janet Jackson and all these people. And I was a kid, man, 15 years old. You feel me? Like, man, just nappy head, just bad, you know what I mean? Crazy, whatever. And, you know, I did the Voice Club thing. I was in the thing. Dre had went to the pen. You feel me? Him and Diggs and them. And like Ray was still, they still had Strictly Business Records, you know what I mean? That was Mac Dre's first label, Strictly Business Records. And Kyrie, my producer, the one who produced Illegal Business and a lot of my stuff, you know what I mean? He produced a lot of stuff on Untouchable, my next record. I did Relativity. Well, he was working with Ray. They was doing a video for Get Your Money On, that's like, I had already knew Ray, but that was the day that we kind of like really put our relationship down, because he let me in his video. He, you know what I mean, after that, he took me around on shows and stuff like that. I remember going to a big show at Manteca with him and just being on stage and having girls grab my legs. You feel me? They didn't even know who I was, but since I was on stage with him, you know what I mean? They was just like grabbing me and stuff, and I was like, man, you know what? I'm doing this. You feel me? There will be no, you know what I mean, no job. This is my job. This is my love. I'm doing exactly this in my life. And God willing, you know what I mean, God, you know, bless me to be able to do it. You feel me? If it was somebody who never heard of Mac Vaughn, I wanted to define my music, you know what I mean? My music is life, you know what I mean? It's game. Is the world broken down from the point of view of, you know what I mean, intelligent black man in America, but not only that, but just a citizen of the world, you know what I mean, a traveler, somebody who want to be up on game, who want to be in the know, and not just a dummy, you know what I mean. But I also do dumb tracks, you know what I mean. I also do tracks that, you know what I mean, that you can just, just feel free and dance to and not have to think too much. But I also do songs where you can think. I also do songs where, you know what I mean, where if you're in love, you can be in love. You feel me? A full human experience, you know, but with a whole lot of isms. Man, like I said, man, the thing that inspired me to make music is just life. Things that happen in life, man. You know, the ups and downs, the loves, the hates, you know what I mean, the pain, you know, the joy. You feel me? Just living life and having fun and doing the things, you know what I mean? When I'm living my life, I want to put it in a rap. So people who may not be where I'm from, or even, you know, thinking like me, or just from somewhere else, they can see how we do it out here, or maybe just, you know, escape their reality. You know what I mean? Like I use music to escape my reality. You know what I mean? So sometimes you just want to hear something that puts you in a mood. You know what I mean? For real.
trap, gangster Mac, I'm all of the above. Third generation MAC cutthroat from country club.
The first time I heard my music on the radio, you know, I was a kid, you know what I mean? I was in the Crest, you know what I mean, with my crew, the Strictly Cess, probably riding around in Chevy, you feel me? And I think it was a cat named, man, what was his name, man? Man, it was on Cameo, I know that, you know what I mean? And it was one of they OG DJs, man, and he played it. And Theo was his name. Shout out to Theo, because you were the first person to play my music. Theo played my song, and we just, you know, we went crazy, man. We drove around the whole turf, man, hanging out the window, you know what I mean? This before hanging out the window was hanging out the window. We doing this in the Crest, like, early, you feel me? So, you know, I remember just riding around, man, telling everybody, you know what I mean, that this was me, and really just having a feeling of that I did something, you know what I mean? Because I come from a place, man, where, you know, at the time it was very dark, and it was like, you know, a lot of cats didn't really do nothing with their life, you know what I mean? We had some people who did it, like professionals and stuff like that. I don't even want to say that, but a lot of the younger people did, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people was going to jail and grinding and stuff like that, you know. But we had people who did do, you know, big stuff, and I felt that, you know what I mean, I had did something with that, because where I was going personally was down a dark road somewhere negative, but that was something positive, and it just let me know that I can do it, you know what I mean? Some of my favorite producers and artists to work with. Well, producers, of course, Kyrie, you know what I mean, because, you know, we do classics, and you know, our music is very strong, and we a good combination. I also like working with DJ Fresh. DJ Fresh is the producer, you know, a dope DJ producer. He produced my new record I got out right now, Return of the Mac, the EP. And man, you know, Studio Tone, you know what I mean? One Drop Scott, you know what I mean? The bruh, you know, them dudes like that is OGs. I love working with them, you know what I mean? Some of the rappers, of course, Mac Dre, you know what I mean? Of course, man, like Black C, RBL is a good friend of mine. I love working with him, you know what I mean? A lot of cats, you know what I mean? Well, the way that I got my name is this. I'm from the Country Club Crest, and our first rapper was called The Mac. You know what I mean? His name was Michael Robinson, may he rest in peace. The Mac started the tradition of the whole Mac names. So second from our turf came Mac Dre. If you was cool and you was from the Crest, they kind of called you Mac. But he was the second rapper named Mac. You know what I mean? So as I'm coming along, you know, doing my thing in the Crest, rapping and stuff, I had a couple of different little names here and there, you know what I mean? I don't want to repeat none of them, you feel me? But, you know, through the cutties and everything, they start calling me that. Like, man, you know, man, yeah, you Mac, my name is Jamal. So it was like, man, you Mac Mar. And then it was like, you know, basically the cutties, Mac Dre and the Mac, gave me that, like, yeah, you Mac Mar. And from that day on, I mean, that's what I've been. That's why I call myself the third generation Mac, because it was two of them before me. And you know, man, plus it's like it's your character. You know, you gotta earn that title. You feel me? I mean, it's a lot of different stuff. When I started, you know what I mean, when I made my first record, it was like, you know, it wasn't really, it was like a mixture of different sounds, because, you know, Vallejo cat didn't sound like a Richmond cat, or a Richmond cat didn't sound like an Oakland, or a Frisco, vice versa, you know. And you know, now, you know, we have like a kind of like a sound that come from here now, just one sound, which is dope, because you got a lot of cats doing different stuff with it, such as the HBK cats, Smile Life cats, you know what I mean, the Water Boys, my folks Willie Joe and them, you know what I mean, the young dudes, is, you know, pushing their line, you know what I mean, a lot of cats, you feel me? Faux Dub Entertainment, they doing a lot of good music, stuff like that, you know what I mean? And my thing is just like broadening, man. You know, Urchin Church is another one I like, who's doing a lot of like dope stuff that is just good music. You can't even say it's like bag music or whatever, you know what I mean? And that's the thing, because that's the tradition that we come from. We come from a spot where, you know, we had, you know, Sly Stone, but we also had Santana, you know what I mean? So, you know, we just gotta be funky, whatever we do, straight up. People ask me that a lot. What's my favorite record? You know what I mean? And why is my favorite record? You got a trip. I mean, if you look at my body of work, you know what I mean? I put out a lot of records. If you look at every Mac Mall record, it's basically a yearbook or a picture book of my life. You know what I mean? And how I was living at that time. Because that's what I put into my music. I don't really got a style or nothing like that. My style is my life, you know what I mean? And sometimes it's kind of raw, sometimes it's kind of cool. It depends on what I'm experiencing. You know, a complete record. That's the thing to me. When I think of it, and it's like I didn't miss anything. I did everything I was supposed to do. I mean, it's a lot of them. Of course, illegal business. You know what I mean? That's my first child. You know what I mean? Like, man. I love all of them. You know what I mean? I love Immaculate. You know what I mean? I love Mac and Speaks Louder than Words for what it is in that time. Because when I listen to that, I know exactly what I was doing, how I was living, and why I said that and everything. And a lot of my people who grew up with me since my first record, they can understand that too. I mean, I can't really answer that. They all are like my kids, and you know, a parent can't say that they, you know, like one of their kids more than the other. My latest project is Returning to Mac, the Mac Mall Tonight Show. You know, brought to you by DJ Fresh and Mac Mall. Produced entirely by DJ Fresh, you know what I mean? I got a shout out to DJ Fresh, you know what I mean? A dope dude, you know what I mean? It was something that I've been wanting to do, you know, ever since, because I've been a fan of the Tonight Show, you know what I mean, brand, and you know, I always wanted to do it, and I actually, you know, got a message from DJ Fresh, and he was like, man, what you think about us connecting? And I was like, dude, you don't know, I've been waiting to hear you say that to me. So, you know, we took that message, we got at each other, and we just took it from there. Dude gave me some tracks, and they was like, it was like a no-brainer. You know, as soon as I heard the music, I got on it, man, and ripped it, and we did the project. We did it in like, man, a day or two. You feel me? And man, it came out great. You know, I think people are gonna be very happy. I got a new video out, you know what I mean, called Returning to Mac, you know, basically my intro. You know, it was shot at Filthy Drip, you know what I mean? Shout out to Filthy Drip. It was shot there, you know, in their store. At my meet and greet, actually. You know, we had a big, you know, turnout, and it was a beautiful day. So I, you know, wanted to, man, make it live forever. You feel me? First of all, I want to say be on the lookout for that Mac Mall 20-year anniversary illegal business t-shirt. It's down at Ratbay, www.ratbay.com, you know what I mean? Go check them out. It's real fly. You can pick the project up, and you know, it's at all your local record stores. If it's not, make them get it, you feel me? And if not, all my music or my whole catalog is all on iTunes and stuff like that. So Google Mac Mall, check me out, you know what I mean, and see what's really going on, you feel me? I want to say, give shout out to my boy Jay Pillery, my manager, you know what I mean? If it's any business or you want to book me for a show, have me host something, you know, get at my boy Jay Pillery at yahoo.com, you know what I mean? And you know, shout out DJ Fresh, you know what I mean? Shout out 4Dub Entertainment. Shout out, you know, Thea's, you feel me? Thea's Latin, The Islamic, you know what I mean? Thea's Nation, you feel me? Third World, Crestside, all the Cuddies, you feel me? Man, we in here, man, straight up. Returning to Mac. What's up with it, y'all? It's the MAC, y'all, Mr. MAC Mall, man. And I want to give a shout out to BayAreaHipHop.com. Thea's.